the second semi-final will be between Australia and South Africa. That will happen at the Eden Gardens, the first match at the Wankhede Stadium. Andrew, Australia didn't begin well, but they have been on a 7-match winning streak. Do you see that Australia is speaking at the right time? The team is coming together in the way they hoped that would happen?
I certainly hope so. I think I've watched most of the games coming, and I think almost the opposite to India. I don't think we've played a real complete game as yet, which I'm torn between whether that's encouraging or not after 9 games. But even today, I think our batting was excellent, our bowling perhaps less so, and then against Afghanistan, of course, we got a victory with a true once-in-a-lifetime innings. So, we've been getting the wins together, but I don't know if we've completely clicked. And in a semi-final against South Africa, we've had a good record in those games before. So I think, as was talked about, mentality is so important, and I think they've been overcome some adversity that should convince them that they can overcome this semi-final and really click. Because Adam Zamp has been excellent, but I think Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Starc, they've had some great games, some perhaps not as great games to their quality. So I'm sitting in hope that everything's going to click come Thursday.
Vijay, let's talk about the battle of big hitters. Glenn Maxwell on one side, Quinton de Kock on another side. But the match is going to happen in Eden Gardens. That has not really offered too many runs even to the big hitters. What kind of match do you expect this to be?
Very good point you made, Rika, there. It'll be very interesting to see what sort of a pitch, will be there at Eden. Normally, in last couple of years, what we have seen at Eden is a good batting track. I was a bit surprised to see low-scoring games on that ground because one of the fastest outfield, one of the flattest wicket, and you would have imagined that we're going to get big scores there. But unfortunately, that has not happened. And that's the only one advantage I feel. If you're going to get a slower sort of a track, what we have seen so far, South Africa will have a bit of an edge because Keshav Maharaj is bowling phenomenally well. And you just mentioned about stroke players. And, against these kind of batters, Keshav will be very, very lethal when it comes to that kind of matchup. And South Africa does have more spinning options. We just mentioned about Zampa coming into the game, coming a little late, but he's coming into the game. But he doesn't have a spinning partner, although Maxwell can bowl a couple of overs, and he's bowled his quota as well. But, against a strong side, South African, their strength at the moment, the way they have batted, their top 6 is absolutely looking outstanding. Rika, I want to see a flat wicket, and I want to see runs as far as this semi-final is concerned. And for me, whoever chases will have an advantage if we are playing on a flat wicket at Eden.
And of course, because of dew coming in early in Eden, whoever chases on a flat wicket will definitely have that kind of advantage. Gursharan,
the other thing which goes in favor of Australia is that they have played big games, Rika, and that goes in a favor. Nobody will remember how they started. They will look where they are at the moment. And when it comes to these kind of games, that body language, that banter which gonna happen in the middle, a lot of people will remind South Africa about that chokers tag as well. So that's one more thing which is going to be there. But before the game start, I feel there will be a bit of advantage to the Australians.
Picking up from what Vijay just said, Gursharan, would you say if it is a run fest, if South Africa has to chase down 300 plus runs, then advantage will lie with Australia? Or, the other way around, Australia are better chasers or better when there are good number of runs on the board?
Rika, you said if Australia scores 300, South Africa will be able to do it or not.
Yeah.
But I don't think the type of bowling attack South Africa has that Australia will score 300 on that Eden Garden.
Okay.
Because they're the Rabada, Nagidi, and Quaitza and Keshav Maharaj. They are bowling brilliantly. Plus, they are an exceptional fielding side. like brilliant catches they have taken. But I think it's a 50-50 game. I will see. I think both teams are equally balanced in batting, bowling, and they have won some very crucial matches. Like they won by 1 wicket South Africa against Pakistan. Then Australia 91 for 7. They scored what a exceptional knock by Maxwell. They won that game. So they have seen the ups and highs and lows also, and I think both the teams they have reached the peak before this semi-final game, and I think it will be a very good match. Yeah, South
Gushan,
Africa.
what I'm
What you
asking
said,
is, if
Australia scores,
South Africa manages to score 300 plus,
yeah,
do you think
they
Australia is in a better place to chase it down than if it happens the other way around?
But I think it will be a bit difficult if Australia scores 300. Then it will be, I think, a bit difficult for South Africa to chase.
Andrew,
Rika.
Vijay, sorry, yes, Vijay, you were saying something.
Rika, if South Africa makes 300 runs, it means it's a good wicket. And if it's Australia is chasing, I'll still say on that good wicket advantage Australia, because 300 on a good wicket in a 50-over cricket now, 300 between 320 is a pass score. And especially ground like Eden Garden where outfield is phenomenally fast. On a good wicket, I think 300 is not even a pass score.
Andrew, Vijay mentioned a very interesting fact about Adam Zampa being in the scheme of things. He's the top wicket taker now in the World Cup, but he really doesn't have a spinning partner. Would you say that could be one of Australia's stumbling blocks getting into the knockouts in this World Cup?
Yeah, as we said earlier, maybe we do lack a concrete fifth option. And yeah, between Maxwell and Travis Head can bowl some overs of spin as well, depending on the conditions. And yeah, I suppose it's something that we've taken perhaps a little bit of a chance with, backing in a stronger batting lineup and relying on Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis when he plays as well. That, yeah, in some games has been expensive, and I know it was expensive in South Africa before the tournament. So yeah, perhaps we're taking a little bit of a chance with it, and yeah, we may have to hope that it works out on the day, because yeah, some games the fifth bowler, the sixth bowler have been very good, and in other games perhaps it's been less effective.